All right, Luke. Here's scratch players, 14 years old. Playing to pretty much a zero, close to being in the plus range. Um, but anyway, watch his movement on the left. See, this is almost like what we call the locked. Where he's so frozen because his dad believes everything needs to be controlled and pretty, and so it can lock you into a position where there's no movement, of the elbow, where it's nice and strong, sort of Glover like. There's just this almost a it's almost like a shot putter's motion, almost, because it's so controlled, and you can see here the hands already starting to fire forward. Now on the other side is the after, doing some of the work, and basically there's gonna be a little difference in even the top of the backswing, because he's already contracting some of these muscles because it's getting ready for what's the next motion. And so there you can see a little bit of the elbow starting a little faster, and you might get a little sense that things are held in just a little bit tighter in that lateral bend, because he does have a really good lateral bend. But you can see the difference there. Other interesting things happen again when these motions are changed. So see, here to me, he's pushing at it. It's not like he's jamming the elbow forward and ripping it. He's pushing it forward on the left. Now, what does that do to the elbow later on in the swing? Well, it gets in a position where it's fired and is dead. It can't do much from there. So you see how it looks kind of stuck. It looks kind of close, really, really close to the body. And actually, if you take the point right about here, the elbow right there, and then the hip bone would be probably a little bit in front there. That's just inevitable, because as you push at it, you can't do anything with it. So there he is at impact, and then on the right here, I think this is close to a little bit. Elbow is right on top of it or a little bit in front, which in front would be the best possible place. And then you look at impact, and then you can see that the elbow is far clearer in front. There's some space in this area. Oops. Space in there to hit the ball. This looks awfully close, right? There's just no space. And so that one little lateral bend move, the one little elbow move, all of that little things add up to something that's actually pretty helpful in the end. And he is hitting it a little bit straighter because he's not coming as much. Again, it's a little trapped. It's a little bit more from the inside on this one, and then he tends to hook it. This one's just a shade more in front of him, and that may be all the difference in the world. Alright, from the front view, you can see, sorry, I got him flip-flopped. This is the before on the right. Watch, again, how controlled things look. Right? The right elbow never gets below the left elbow, as we would see with Lucas Glover, or Quiros, or somebody else with a real good elbow move. And here it goes. See that? So it's popping out underneath here, which is a really good sign. You can also tell at about this similar point that his right shoulder in the old one, starts looking like it's showing up earlier, again because it's sort of locked, right? It's locked in a pattern of lock the elbow, lock the shoulder, lock the entire torso, and then you don't get this kind of holding of the lag. It again, it's a lot of things rolled up into one. But look at how, again, how much more clear and in front the elbow is, right? And how much more behind this one looks. Okay, so it's all subtle moves. Again, a better player, you're just going to see more subtle differences, but it's there nevertheless. All right, and then here he is doing this little body blade exercise. He's taking it a bit further because he knows what to do. So again, twisting, rotating, twisting that flexible fiberglass. So he's bending it and twisting it, so you can see what it's doing to his left wrist. His right wrist is really pulling back as hard as he can, the elbow's jamming, and you can see the lateral bend on the side, and then I'm letting him kind of rotate his body through. So it's another step in the progression to getting this bend and then moving things